Alrighty. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Let me know as you're joining me if you can hear me and see me. Let me know so I know that we are live and streaming to the group. I'm so excited to be with you again on this training. Today we're going to be talking about really answering the question that I hear so often, and I just see be a struggle for coaches so often, which is picking your niche, picking a profitable niche, picking a niche that you're passionate about, and that's something that you're going to enjoy doing, and really how to speak to your ideal client online. Super, super important. Sometimes oversimplified and sometimes overcomplicated, and coaches can really get stuck on this step. So it's super important to me that you have clarity on this. If you are a coach and you're looking to get clients and you want to get clients more consistently, or even you just want to know how to find clients in the first place, this is the most important place to start. All right, so as you're joining me today, say hello. Let me know that you're here and you are joining me. So I know I'm not speaking into the ether and that I'm not talking to nobody. As people are hopping on here and as I'm waiting for people to join and say hello, if you're watching this today, let me know, your favorite movie. If you're a movie lover, if you're a movie buff, let me know if you have a favorite movie or if you have a movie suggestion for a movie that is just kind of underrated, something that you don't think enough people have seen that deserves more credit. We're having a movie night at my house this weekend. My husband and I are having a movie night, and so I'm taking movie suggestions. Let me know if you guys have a favorite movie that you don't think enough people give credit for being an amazing movie. And let me know if you can hear me and see me, and we'll get started on the training today. Are you guys excited to hear this? Do you guys want to hear about niche? Do you guys want me to talk about it? Good to see you guys joining me, hopping on here. Good to see faces on here. Welcome, welcome. I'm switching screens right and left from my streaming to my Facebook so I can see who's here. Sometimes there's a lag between my stream and my Facebook. Awesome. Good to see you on here. Hey, Joanne, good to see you. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any movie suggestions. I really would appreciate it. I'm in a movie rut right now. Let me know your favorite one. It could be an oldie, can be a new movie. Let me know what it is. Let me know what you think is worth watching. And I will tell my husband that we're going to watch it this weekend. This is my turn to pick. Who's excited to talk about niche? Let me know. If you struggle to get clients consistently, or if you feel like people aren't interested in your offer, this is probably the problem. And I'm going to clear all of it up for you today, and I'm going to give you a really simple exercise so that you can have your homework and you can take action on these things, because it's so important that when we're learning something that we take action on it. That's how we integrate, right? Is by not just listening and learning through listening, but then taking action. So I'm going to give you a homework to do today after we talk about niche and I give you the training, and that should help you have a lot of clarity on what your niche is. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, Cherokee. Hey, Chelsea. Good to see you guys on here. Not seeing any movie suggestions come through. Maybe you guys, let me know, are you guys book readers or are you guys movie buffs? Let me know if you think of something. I'm taking suggestions for the weekend. All right. Who's ready? Let's get into the training today. We're going to talk about niche. By now, most people know what a niche is. Most of you guys know what a niche is, right? You don't need me to explain necessarily that, you need a niche. Most people know that. So they know what it is. But when it comes to narrowing ours down and really nailing it down, that's where it can get confusing and we can get stuck, okay? So bring out your notepad, bring out a pen, stick around to the end of the training because like I said, I'm going to give you your homework at the end, all right? Sound good? Chelsea says, I like war dogs. All right, thanks, Chelsea. I might have to watch that this weekend. It's the only suggestion that I see, and I've never seen that. So I'm going to write that down. All right, let's dive into picking a niche. And if you have a movie suggestion, drop it. I will go back through the comments and look at your suggestions. So do's and don'ts of, picking your niche. There's a reason why we're talking about this today. The reason why this is so important for your first step, honing your niche, is one of the biggest struggles in the beginning for coaches. It's very easy to do incorrectly by inexperienced coaches. And I see it so much. It keeps them from getting consistent clients. It keeps them stuck in their business for months. And it's just one of the most frustrating experiences I hear from coaches who are, trying to get started, trying to get it all figured out. Because the more that they try to get clear, the more confusing everything gets. How many of you guys have been in that place where you're trying to figure something out and you just end up getting more confused the longer you sit there and try and research it? Let me know if I'm the only one who does that, who gets myself more confused when I go down a rabbit hole. I'm going to walk you through this today. I'm going to simplify it and give you clarity so you can, by the end of this training, be really confident and have this authority. When somebody asks you who you are and what you do, it just rolls off your tongue. How many of you think that would sound good? This is going to make it so much easier for you to do everything else that you need to do in your business, right? This is going to make it easier for you to write good content, write good copy if you're running an ad. All of these things come back to this topic that we're talking about today. Creating programs that people will actually want to buy. How many of you guys would like to not spend time creating a program and then have nobody buy it, right? If you nail this, what we're talking about today, if you do this correctly, it will ensure that whatever program you make, people will buy. So when I started online coaching, I started by doing all of these things, everything that we're talking about today, doing it all wrong, okay? I've made all the mistakes. It costs me so much money and wasted time that if I actually sat down and thought about it, it'd probably make my stomach a little bit sick to think about it. But the point in saying that is that I understand why this is important. And I understand where coaches come from. It gives me so much more compassion for coaches when they struggle with this. Like, I know how hard this can be in the beginning. So my background as a dietitian, the reason that I struggled with picking my niche was just because this idea that, as a dietitian, we're trained that we can help anybody with anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're taught to help a lot of different disease states with their nutrition in all different life cycles. So all different ages. And so there's so many things that we can help people with, right? We have a variety of areas that we could help people. And so I really held on to this belief that I would be limiting myself if I just picked one area of focus, that maybe I wouldn't get as many clients as I could, or I wouldn't be able to help as many people as I could if I were saying no to other people and I was only working with a very niche audience. How many of you guys have felt that way? Let me know if you have ever felt that way. Like, if you help someone with their mental health and you can help with all kinds of areas of mental health, how many of you have ever felt like, man, I'm not going to help somebody if I only work with one specific problem? So it's a really common problem for coaches. Definitely had it myself. So what I did was I tried promoting to basically everyone. I would promote trainings like how to improve your overall health or how to understand food and body. And it was boring. It was vanilla. And guess what happened when I tried promoting those things? Who can guess what happened when I tried promoting those things? It was a whole lot of nothing. That's what happened. A whole lot of nothing, right? Crickets comes to mind. And nobody was excited for it. Nobody signed up. Nobody was even giving me feedback. It was just very defeating, a little bit defeating, because I knew that I actually had the knowledge to go help people. I knew if somebody came to me today, I could help them, but I didn't know why nobody was paying attention or even bothered to show up. And it wasn't until I started focusing and narrowing down on my niche that my business started to grow. And then I created a brand and a program, and it was specifically designed for that person, right? My business started to explode. So it was the exact opposite of how I was feeling when I was having scarcity, that I'm not going to help as many people if I focus down on my niche, right? So now, because I learned that that was the launching point for my business, now I've been able to grow that and explode that, and then expand to helping other coaches create their own coaching businesses and grow their practice full-time, right? So it really was a huge turning point for me figuring this out. So by the way, for anybody who's new here to the community, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Valerie 𝒊𝒐. I'm the founder of the Online Coach Intensive, and I help coaches launch their own coaching practices, whether they're just starting or they're scaling and they're looking to grow their client base. All right. We've helped so many clients grow their coaching practices, create offers that are selling high ticket. And when I say high ticket, you know, our clients are selling their packages from anywhere between $1,000 and $14,000 for a package to work with them. So we work with that range, right? None of our clients are selling, you know, $200, $300 products, right? So our business is currently doing around $100,000 a month, or a little over that, but we have $1 million revenue business at this point, and our clients are consistently bringing in $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month into their coaching practice. So it's really exciting times for everyone. Super passionate about the topics that we talk about here, especially this one. This one is so foundational, and everything that our clients have done, the ones that have grown their practices to $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, they started here with this step that I'm teaching you today. Okay. So when you're thinking about your niche, let me know if that's exciting to you guys. Good to see you guys commenting. I love that. It's so fun. So let me know if that's exciting. I want to talk to you about the very first step when figuring out your niche. Okay, when you're deciding what it is that you want to offer, the number one determinant of, you know, whether your niche that you pick is going to be profitable, whether there's any money in that, whether people will actually pay high ticket to work with you, it all comes down to the value. And this is a writer downer for those of you who are taking notes. The number one determinant of whether people will pay high ticket to work with you, it all comes down to the value of the problem that you solve, the value of the transformation that you deliver. Because at the end of the day, that's what people are paying for. Somebody write in the comments, value of the transformation. It's a long one. So important. Value of the transformation. That is what they're paying for. So everything that we're talking about around niche today is based on this golden rule. That's what your clients are going to buy from you. So I'm going to give you some exercises today to help you get really clear on this. Sound good? And also, for those of you who are struggling with committing to a niche and committing to a transformation that you deliver, just know that it might not be the niche that you work with forever. And that's okay. That's totally okay. So you're not married to this niche. We do have to have one to start, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do today is I want you to decide the exact outcome that you provide your clients. What is that exact outcome that they get? Right? So if you're able to help your clients get healthy for the rest of their life by not having to deal with IBS, say they heal their IBS forever, what is the value of that transformation for them for the rest of their life? What is the lifetime value of solving that problem? Because if you're telling me that you're charging a couple $100 to help someone never struggle with this ever again, because you saw someone else online doing that, you saw someone else charging that, and so that's what you based your price on, I want to offer to you that you are massively underserving your clients. If you're a relationship coach and you help women in their 30s who want to settle down and start a family, find true love, what is the value of that transformation in their life for them for the rest of their life? If they're to solve that problem with you, what would that be worth to them 20, 30, 40 years down the road, solving that problem now? So I want you to chew on this. I want you to really think about that. If you're someone that still needs help with pricing, I really want you to know this is the foundation. And the number one rule, this is what we teach our coaches who go through OCI, everything that you do is in the best interest of your clients. So I want you to think about the pricing for your niche. What is the price that will evoke the maximum commitment from your client? Right? What is that price? We know the outcome is priceless, right? The outcome that you deliver, we've established, okay, that's pretty priceless. So what is the price that will evoke the maximum commitment from them? The price where they are invested, they are paying attention, they are 100% committed to doing the work with you. Chew on that. If you're still thinking about your pricing and this is something that you need help with, I want to offer to you that you understand the value of that transformation and you understand and you put some thought into what is that price that's going to get them the maximum commitment, because that is what's in their best interest. And the last point I'm going to make about pricing before we move into more niche training is that it's actually harder to sell a really big solution for a really big problem in someone's life for a low price. I've had coaches that come into OCI who struggle to sell $100 and they try for 6 months and they can't even get $1. And we fix this issue. We fix their pricing, we fix their niche, and we package that with them. And now they're selling $3,000 packages to work with them. Because energetically for the client, there's incongruence there for the customer. If they know this is a really big problem for them, and this is important to them, and they're talking to you as the expert because this is important to them to solve this, and you are on the same page with them, you're agreeing that it's a big problem, and you say, I can totally help you solve this, it's just going to be $200. That person automatically is going to feel energetically like maybe this isn't going to solve this for me forever. Like, I really want to heal this. I want to fix this at its root. I'm not so sure what this is. Right? If I come to you and my marriage is broken or my health is in disrepair and I'm suffering every day and I'm looking for someone to help me solve this, and then they come to me and they say, I know how to fix it. It's just going to be $300. I'm already thinking energetically, this doesn't feel right, right? It must not be that good. Oh, they must not be that good. This must be like the B level solution. I was looking for the A level solution because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay, so those are my points that I want you to chew on if you're someone that's like, you know what, I think I need help with pricing my program. I want you to start thinking about those things. These are things that we help clients with in OCI all the time. All right, getting into niche. Okay, number one, for those of you taking notes, decide the exact outcome that you provide for your clients. All right, number two, you want to think about the industry that you are in. So there's categories within the coaching world, right? So there's the health category, there's physical health, there's mental health, there's money and wealth and career. That's a category. There's relationships in life, right? There's family relationships and marital relationships and dating relationships, right? Those are the industries that are out there. So I want you to go into the comments and let me know, which industry do you fall in? Is it physical health, mental health, relationships, personal development? Those are the industries, right? Which category do you fall into? Which industry? This is the second step to narrowing down your niche. So if you were to say, hey, my name's Susie, I'm a relationship coach, or I'm a health coach, that's still too broad. We're not done yet, right? This is just one piece of the umbrella. This is, again, something I struggled with in the beginning, being a dietitian, because in school they teach you all of these different kinds of health concerns. And so I just wanted to market myself as a dietitian. And that's my niche. Okay, that is not a niche. That's just like an industry. That's the health industry, right? Getting lots of comments. Mental health, physical and mental and spiritual health, personal development, nutrition, physical and mental. Yes, right. So those are the industries that you can be in, right? Those are the categories, right? But it's not enough to stop there, because now you're helping like if I were to just be a dietitian and a health coach, that means I can pretty much help anybody with their health and well-being, right? So if I'm speaking to everybody, I'm attracting no one. So the next thing that you want to do, write this down, is you want to decide who you want to work with, right? Who is in that population that you want to work with? So what are examples of populations? There are new moms, right? There are pregnant women. There are single women in their 30s, single men in their 30s, menopausal women, career humans, right? Working humans, entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs are different than people that have careers, right? Maybe someone who is diagnosed recently with a chronic disease, right? So there's these different populations of people. And the reason why this is so important, that you understand the population that you're most passionate at reaching, is because their experience with the problem that you solve is going to be different than another population. Think about that. Their experience, their story, their day-to-day life around that problem is going to look differently. So they're going to resonate with your expression of the problem as you're explaining it in your marketing differently than someone in another population. So I want you to all stop and think about, who's that population that you want to work with, right? Chelsea says, active women not seeing results working out. Alice, physical physical health, personal development, spiritual for single parents 30 to 50. Yeah, so the population is single parents 30 to 50, right? Michelle says, I help high school tennis athletes get recruited to play college tennis and secure scholarships. So who's the population? The population is high school tennis athletes, right? Their experience around the problem is going to be different than someone else in a different life cycle, a different stage, or in a different sport even, right? Let me know in the comments if this is resonating. So I want to give you some examples. These are just a few examples of the population, but think about why this is important, right? When you know what population you want to work with, you are able to start thinking about how their experience around the problem is going to look different than somebody else, right? Like a career woman in her 30s who struggles with high levels of stress and has no healthy way to manage that in her life and have control over that is going to look very different than a single mom in her early 20s who struggles with the same problem, stress, high levels of stress and anxiety. So it's not enough just to be a stress coach. Who is the population? So it could be a population that you're in. It could be a population that you relate to in some way. Think about that population that you feel the most compelled to work with. If you picture yourself working with your dream clients, who's that population that lights you up inside when you think about talking to them every day and helping them through the problem you solve? All right. So does everybody understand why you can't just target, if you are a mindset coach and you help women who are struggling with stress, why you need to figure out your population as well? Why you can't just say you're a mindset coach who helps people overcome stress? This is what's going to allow you to speak to them clearly and directly, and it gives you the specific language that's going to resonate with them, because that language is going to be different population to population. Is this valuable to you guys? Is this helping you so far? Let me know in the comments if you're getting value out of this training so far today. I know there's some of you listening right now who are thinking, listen, Valerie, I want to help everybody with their relationships. I can help everyone. I'm a relationship expert. I don't care what the relationship is. I can help them. I know you can, and you are amazing at what you do. But you aren't helping anyone if you aren't reaching them first. That is what marketing is for. You will always struggle to find clients if you don't get this piece we're talking about here today. This is so important. So when you communicate with one type of person, you're going to get their attention. They're going to pay attention to you. And I just want to remind you, I know you all know this, but there are 7.6 billion humans on the planet. And there are hundreds of thousands of people who have the problem you solve. Think about that. So just know that narrowing your niche down doesn't limit your ability to get clients. It helps people that are looking for you today, that are looking for help today, actually find you. I'm going to say that again because it's so important. Narrowing your niche doesn't limit your ability to get clients. It helps the people that are looking for your help today actually find you. So important. And lastly, this is number 3, and I want you all to write this down, is how you help your clients. Hey, Katrina, good to see you on here. How you help your clients. This is what makes you unique. This is not, this is what helps you stand out online in a sea of other online coaches. So maybe you help women in their 30s lose weight without ever counting a single calorie or measuring and weighing their food, right? That is your how you help your clients that makes you unique. Who is that going to resonate with? The woman who's been, since they graduated college, trying to lose the weight and has been told they have to go on Weight Watchers and measure their food and weigh their food and count points. And you're the person who's speaking directly to their day-to-day experiences around the problem. And guess what? Now they know what makes you unique. Now they know that you're going to help them solve this problem. And they're not even going to ever have to take out a measuring cup and weigh their food and count calories ever again. So number 3, I want you to write down your how you help clients make a transformation. All right. What is that differentiator that makes you unique from all the other things they've been told they need to do to solve the problem? Super important. This is what's going to help people remember you as the person who's talking about the problem they have, and you have a solution to it that's different than all the other things they failed at. So this might be something that you have to think about. This might be where some of you need help. Maybe you're not sure how to explain what you do, right? Because this doesn't mean, you know, where you were certified or what all of your training is in. It's how do I explain this in a clear and simple way to someone who doesn't have all the education I have? How do I explain the way I'm going to help them that's unique? So everybody's homework for today is to go in the comments and write your niche incorporating these 4 points that we talked about today. So remember how I said it's not enough just to listen to information, to listen to a training. We have to take action. That's how we integrate. So that's your homework today. Go into the comments and write your niche incorporating the 4 points we talked about today. What industry are you focused in? What problem do you solve? Who specifically do you work with? Who is that population and how do you help them? All right, and if you go through this training and you take the notes and you're thinking to yourself, you need some more help with this, I want to help you get clear on your niche. This is so foundational. You will stay stuck. You will struggle to get clients without this step. So I want to help you get more clarity on your niche. I want to invite you to book a clarity call with my team. Okay. Go into the comments and type niche. So someone from my team will know that you'd like to chat about your niche. You'd like help getting clear on this. So you can start getting clients consistently and knowing how to attract them. This is the first piece that you will need in order to get clients consistently into your business, okay? This is going to peel back all of the confusion around niche because you can go and lose weeks down the rabbit hole of figuring out your niche. Weeks, I'm telling you, longer than that. Getting confused about this, staying stuck. And all that it's doing is it's making it harder for the people that are looking for you and who actually want to hire you. It's making it harder for them to find you the longer you stay unclear on this. So I want to help you create some momentum and get clarity. So go into the comments, type niche so someone from my team knows you'd like to chat so they can reach out to you. All right? We'd love to help you. schedule that breakthrough call, go into the comments, type niche. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to seeing your homework in the comments. Give it your best effort. It doesn't have to be perfect, but go into the comments for those of you taking notes today and write down those 4 areas we talked about. Let me know where you're at. Maybe you still need help with it, but you have a start and you have some ideas you're chewing on. Put it in the comments. I want to read them. Thank you so much for joining me here today, you guys. Let me know if you found today's training valuable. If you like these trainings, I will continue to bring them to you. Alrighty, my friends, I will talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.